Welcome to Vernon, Vermont. This is the farmhouse that my great-grandparents, Warren and Ada Shine, owned in the 30s and 40s. And this is the farm and the farmhouse that we have built in miniature. As those of you who have followed us before know, most of our projects are built based on memories from my mother's childhood. So we put together a farm. And those of you who are Charlotte's Web fans will notice a special tribute to Charlotte here on the corner of the barn. You can see Charlotte there. You can see her web. You can see Wilbur and all of his farm friends there. The farm was a dairy farm. We learned from the Miller farm just down the street in Vernon that this farm would have had Guernseys. The Millers have the Holsteins, and the Shine farm had the Guernseys. So we have a corral full of Guernsey cattle. We have sheep. We have pigs. We have a donkey. We have a special dog named Shiner, who lives in his little purple doghouse over there. We've taken some great liberties just to make this farm kind of fun. But in and along, to try to give it a little more realistic flair, we hung a landscape portrait picture of a Vernon farm behind the scenery. We have characters to depict the relatives that lived at the farm. So there in the garden we have my great-grandfather Warren tending the garden. We have my great-grandmother Ada standing on the porch. There was a railroad track that ran pretty close to the farm, so certainly not that close. I know you see the track, but we wanted to be able to have that there. The farmhouse itself was fairly simple, so we have furnished it simply to try to depict that. My great-grandparents, turns out one of the things we learned is that they owned both the farmhouse and a beautiful Victorian home in Concord, New Hampshire at the same time. So they wouldn't have had both homes elaborately furnished, we don't think. So another nice touch that we always do in our houses is we take actual photographs of the people who would have lived in the home. We shrink them down and frame them so that we can hang them in the houses to personalize them a little bit more. And one of the things you're going to see in this kitchen as we swing around, you're going to see two little girls on a tricycle. And this comes directly from a memory from my mother. She recalls her cousin Doris Ann willing to give her a ride on the back of her tricycle. Mom could never be the driver. She had to always be the passenger. A nice note about the fireplace here, we made this all by hand. The bookshelves are made from a new toy that I have, the Cricket Maker, which will make dollhouse miniature furniture. So that's great fun. And then let's see, what else can I tell you about here? There's another picture. That picture up at the top actually is my great-grandmother as a child. And so that's kind of neat. And then another sort of overall shot of the farmhouse here. Every home has an attic, so we decided to try to just throw some things up in the attic. So this has been a great project for my mom and I, and we really love the farm. Just a footnote, this farm was formerly the Williams farm and then the Sweet farm before that, for all you Vernon residents.